Yo, what it do, guys? So, if y'all see this, that means this recording method is working. So, we finna go crazy on the reaction channel. But it also means we just straight up have content on this channel. Sorry for the break. For y'all that actually wanted more, sorry for the break. But we're checking out a case. And it just started off with this video, but this video is titled Instagram Model Kills 2 People After Using Pink Cocaine. And this is about the case of Maecee Marie Lathers. I don't think that's her full name. I think that C at the end has something else. Let's see. Whoa, y'all can't see that. I'm gonna blur it out, but Maecee Marie Lathers. Damn. I'm gonna just blur my screen because I have reaction videos on a playlist for this channel. Anyways, let's just get started because I know how I am. I'm already gonna be talking, and yeah, just get your popcorn ready. I haven't heard of this. I haven't heard of pink cocaine, and I queued this video up. There's this one video that I was already watching, and it was about pink cocaine. So I was like, okay, bet, seems like the perfect time to react to this. And yeah, so pink cocaine is like not even cocaine. It's a bunch of other drugs like Molly and fucking laced with meth. The news station said a little bit of fentanyl to make it more potent and more addictive, which is crazy. But a bunch of uppers, a bunch of downers, pretty much. I don't really know drugs like that or in that area of drugs, so I wouldn't know shit about it. But yeah, people are saying fuck cocaine. Apparently cocaine ain't good enough. We need pink cocaine. We need not cocaine to get me higher than cocaine. So I don't know. I just stick to the weed. But
today's question is, can I analyze the case of Maecee Marie Lathers? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video. Only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I will put a link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, a look at the background of this case, move to the timeline of the crime, then offer my analysis.
Okay,
Maecee Marie Lathers was born in June 2000 and lived in Fort Plain, New York. This small town is about an hour west of Albany. She graduated from college and, in 2022, moved to Florida. Maecee represented herself as an entrepreneur and a model, claiming that she was affiliated with 2 modeling agencies. She started an Instagram account, which has over 14,000 followers, although some of those followers were added after the incident I will be talking about in a moment. I believe she had about 11,000 prior to the incident. In her bio, Maecee indicated that she had money on her brain and was lit in real life. The images and videos featured on her Instagram account appear to indicate a party lifestyle, complete with luxury vehicles, yachts, and expensive hotels. Maecee had a particular fascination with her own posterior region, as it was often the target of her camera. On January 16, 2024, Maecee's driver's license was suspended. However, she continued to drive her Mercedes-Benz sedan. Now moving to the timeline of the crime. On August 10, 2024, just after 6:45 a.m., Maecee was traveling south on North Miami Avenue in her Mercedes-Benz. As she approached a red light at the intersection with North 8th Street, Maecee failed to stop. Her vehicle ran through the red light and slammed into a black Range.
Oh, bro, come on, fucking
at Members First Credit Union, we're keeping your bonus warm for you.
Chill with this shit.
Because when you open
Range Rover. After this initial collision, both the Mercedes and the Range Street, Maecee failed to stop. Her vehicle ran through the red light and slammed into a black Range Rover. After this initial collision, both the Mercedes and the Range Rover slammed into a silver Suzuki. The driver of the Range Rover suffered minor injuries. There were 3 people in the Suzuki. One was killed instantly. One was taken to a hospital and died, and one survived with injuries. It appeared as though Maecee suffered no injuries or minor injuries.
Wow. See, I'm not going to be like, that's fair, but... And that's what she gets? Hey.
Injuries in the collision. Hey. She could be seen on video surveillance walking on the sidewalk headed north on North Miami Avenue.
Hey, speaking of which, we actually have that video right here.
We are now seeing new video after a deadly crash in downtown Miami.
A social media model accused of leaving the scene of a crash. Janine Stanwood is in the newsroom with the new video. Janine.
This is another view of the moments before and after that fatal crash.
Oh my
and
God,
you have to watch
it's just going to show us exactly
in this surveillance
what.
video. You first see the white Mercedes speeding southbound on North Miami
Maybe
Avenue.
They'll give us more
so
context.
Fast, you probably missed it, right? So let's show you again. This time we have slowed down the video and highlighted the car. Then about a minute later, you see the driver identified by police as social media model Maecee Lathers walking away from the scene wearing that hoodie. She then crouches down to the ground, turns around, and appears to blend in with a group of people exercising as she heads back to the scene. Officers say Lathers admitted to authorities that she was under the influence of the party drug pink cocaine when she reportedly slammed into an SUV after running a red light. Both cars collided with a sedan with 3 people inside. 2 people were killed. Lathers faces 2.
Okay.
Aliens. They're coming.
Hold up. Shit. Terrible rookie mistake. Sorry, guys. Kind of spoiled it. We got body cam footage. But
the hood of her sweatshirt was pulled up as if she was trying to hide her face from cameras. After walking several hundred feet, Maecee crouched.
Bro, she ain't even walking like she got injured or anything. She's not limping.
North Miami Avenue. The
like
hood of her
really
sweatshirt was
away
pulled
from
up
the car crash.
as if she was trying to hide her face from cameras. After walking several hundred feet, Maecee crouched down on the sidewalk for a few seconds, then stood up and continued walking in the same direction before abruptly turning
so
around.
You're telling me she was
Now
high.
She was walking back toward the fatal collision that she had caused. She mixed in with several other people who were jogging in the area and walked to the scene of the collision.
You know,
the authorities would later indicate that bystanders confronted Maecee and made her return to the scene, but no confrontation was captured on the released video. At the scene, the body cameras of first responders captured Maecee on the ground, screaming and vomiting.
Where's
she told
her shirt?
The police that she was on a party drug referred to as 2C, which is technically called 2CB. The investigation into the collision revealed that 5 seconds
before this out. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, guys, but
it happened, Maecee was traveling at 57 miles per hour. The accelerator was at 100%, so her foot was to the floor.
Full throttle.
At the time of the collision, she was traveling 78 miles per hour. Maecee was arrested and charged with several offenses, including 2 counts of vehicular homicide, reckless driving, driving with a suspended license, and causing injury. Initially, she was held on house arrest, but this changed after her toxicology report came back. She had a variety of drugs in her system, although not alcohol. Maecee was charged with 2 counts of DUI manslaughter and held without bond. The judge said, I think she's extremely dangerous. Now moving to my analysis. The drug 2CB is...
Hold up. So, we don't have context about her or her life. We just hear that she was drunk and crashed and killed 2 people, injuring 1, which is a terrible thing. I may not sound like I'm talking with much empathy, but you know, it's the shit. Once you see enough of these videos, it's just like, bro, yeah, this bitch is crazy. And you know how fucking stupid you have to be on pink cocaine and decide I'm gonna drive home. Now, to cut her some slack, it was the middle of the day and not like dark night. But still, first of all, why are you doing pink cocaine? Fucking, what's that footage? Let's go back. Why are you doing pink cocaine at 7 a.m. on a fucking, bro, this was pretty recent. This was August. What the fuck? Okay. Well, personally, I never heard of it. But what are you doing pink cocaine in the morning like that? It's the life of an IG influencer, you know? These girls, they be out here wanting to look like these models. They want to have these followers. They want to be popping and be a bad bitch, but really, do y'all know what these bad bitches be doing? Do you know what they do behind the scenes? Do you know what they got to do for those trips to Dubai? Like,
and pink cocaine. The drug is part of the 2C family of synthetic psychedelic drugs. The active ingredient is a drug called 2CB, which is often shortened on the street to the term 2C. The drug was first synthesized in 1974 and was initially used in conjunction with psychotherapy to treat mental disorders. Later, the drug became illegal in the United States. These days, the drug is popular on the party scene as a substitute for ecstasy. Although often referred to as pink cocaine, strictly speaking, 2CB should not actually contain any cocaine. As is the case with many illegal drugs, the formulation of the drug is not consistent.
Molly not hard enough?
People who manufacture and distribute substances often find creative ways to mix them based on the availability of chemicals and with profit in mind. Sometimes pink cocaine is nothing more than a mixture of drugs like ketamine, ecstasy, and, on rare occasion, cocaine. It is not even 2CB at all.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, my thing with my generation, I guess, and the youth these days is just like people will find anything to get high. Whippets, fucking straight nitrous oxide from the galaxy gas, pink cocaine, which is synthetic. I mean, it's not really synthetic, but technically it is pretty much a mixture of random drugs. Don't y'all know random drugs in your system is one of the biggest ways to have, like, pretty much have your nervous system go into self-override and just error out, you know? Like, come on, guys. Keep it simple. If you're gonna do cocaine, just do I'm joking. Don't do any drugs, guys. But realistically, if you are down in the deep end, don't sink yourself even further by adding more weights. Like, just chill. Because if you need to do multiple drugs to have a good night, you got a bigger problem. And that's just me, you know. I just stick to the green, and I drink occasionally every now and then, not even like that. But I don't understand, like, snorting shit, injecting shit that puts you in a comatose state. It just does not make sense to me.
The quality control instituted by drug dealers is nothing short of criminal. 2CB can cause hallucinations, increased empathy, euphoria, and a sense that colors and patterns are enhanced. It also causes anxiety, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, sweating, confusion, paranoia, loss of concentration, giggling,
it's safer.
spasms, intestinal discomfort, and an increased heart rate. The effect of the drug usually lasts for between 4 and 12 hours. 2CB sounds like the perfect addition to any party as long as people want to vomit in a state of confusion while sweating profusely.
And you have to assume, if you're at a party, you're not just doing pink cocaine. You're going to be drinking, you might be hitting your vape, you might be high already, or people might be smoking there. If you're dirty, you're gonna smoke a cig and shit. You might even drink more, along with water and just food and shit, you know? So, I don't know. It's just things people should keep in mind when they're out. Like, yeah, you're having a good time, but you're putting all this stuff in your system and it will catch up to you. So, you know, if you do drugs, just really be smart about it, guys. But I want to get into the body.
Moving back to the story of Maecee Lathers. When she said that she took pink cocaine, there's no way to know what she actually had in her system without testing. It's likely what she consumed was simply a mixture of ketamine and ecstasy.
Or it could be anything.
It's time to start my second life. The farming life that I wished for.
Okay. Anime.
When combining her statements with the fact that she was vomiting, it is reasonable to believe that she was significantly impaired by her drug use. In addition, Maecee told the authorities that she came from the future, had a crystal ball, and aliens were coming. There's not much question as to her guilt. I think Maecee will probably be convicted of 2 counts of DUI manslaughter, as well as other charges, unless the state offers her some...
Damn, that's your IG model. No filters, no makeup, mugshot. I mean, she cute, but, like, she looks like the average girl. And that's the thing. If I got any women watching, and trust me, most of the guys understand this, we don't want a IG model bad bitch. We just want a regular cute girl that looks good with no makeup, natural, you know, no filter. Shit. You know, like, I don't know. Me personally, I'm going for the one on the right any day, even though they're the same person. The makeup, the filter, it's just not it for me. And I've never understood the whole Kim Kardashian supermodel aesthetic. And first of all, I don't even think guys be getting off to that. I don't think guys like that unless you're a celebrity. But I don't know. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, that's your IG model without makeup. And this is what girls look up to. They be like, oh, I want to look like her. Well, do you see what she look like? Like, you know?
Some type of plea bargain. In the state of Florida, DUI manslaughter is a second-degree felony that is punishable by 4 to 15 years in prison. Therefore, Maecee is facing 8 to 30 years in prison, not counting any of the other charges. In addition to a magical prison journey, her driver's license may be permanently revoked. I think this wouldn't be a good idea. What do I think happened in this case? This is just a theory, my opinion. Maecee Lathers was self-centered, impulsive, immature, hedonistic,
hey, we see that butterfly.
Grandiose, shallow, failed to regulate her intake of substances, falsely believed she was special, and had a sense of entitlement. Her personality traits meant that she was well qualified to be an Instagram model. It's not clear how Maecee made a living, but she had access to a luxury car and plenty of drugs. For some reason, her license was suspended, which usually doesn't happen by accident. It stands to reason that Maecee did something which caused this to happen. Perhaps she did not abide by all the traffic laws. Whatever the reason for the suspension, Maecee was well aware that she was not allowed to drive. Instead of following the law, Maecee invested in her belief that she was an amazing person and should not be subject to societal norms.
Bitch, you were on pink cocaine and you crashed and killed 2 people and injured a 3rd. You're going to jail. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. I don't give a fuck if you got Instagram followers or if you feel like you're better than other people. You got in that car, so you're following everybody else's rules. The fuck? Get locked up.
She felt entitled to take illegal substances. On the day of the fatal collision, Maecee was impaired and drove through a red light at 78 miles per hour. There is no information available about a catalyst for this behavior, like a relationship gone bad or an argument. Maybe this was just a regular day. Maecee just didn't care at all. She had a reckless disregard for the safety of others. After killing 2 people in the collision, Macee's first thought was to escape responsibility. She walked along North Miami Avenue with her hood pulled up to conceal her identity.
What made her turn back around?
For some reason, perhaps due to an interaction with bystanders, Maecee returned to the scene of the collision and was arrested. She probably did believe that she was from the future and aliens were on the way, which indicates a disconnect from reality. Despite this, Maecee was thinking clearly enough to flee the scene. What would justice look like in this case? These cases are so challenging as far as arriving at...
All right, thanks, bro. Thanks, man. We are going to get onto the body cam footage. Let's get it. Oh, God, it starts off with they're coming.
We're taking a closer look at the nearly incoherent ramblings of a woman who police say caused a chain reaction crash in Miami while she was high on what's called pink cocaine. This as she faces even more charges. We're going to discuss the evidence against her with trial attorney Alexis Rosenberg. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
Bro, how do you even end up in that situation? Like, I understand you did pink cocaine, but shit.
Wreckage of 3 cars. Investigators say Lathers was driving around 80 miles an hour in a white Mercedes with her foot on the gas pedal 100% when she allegedly ran a red light and crashed into a black Range Rover. And that
the fact that you're
caused the
going
SUV
that
to smash
fast,
into a Suzuki.
It says she went like
in that
50,
car were killed in
full
this crash,
throttle, then
identified
hit
by
80.
family as Abraham Ismael Molina Cruz and his friend Jesus Rubio. Abraham's partner, Juanita Hernandez, was also in the crash, but she survived. She says they were just on their way to Maecee Lathers. And she appears to moan and seems to roll around in pain and is really unsure of what exactly is going on.
Nah, she looked like she got away from
tell police that she walked away from the crash, her crashed Mercedes-Benz, that she tried to leave the scene entirely, but they stopped her. And the officers are trying to figure out if Lathers has any injuries, and that's when she reveals that she took a drug known as 2C, or pink cocaine. Now, if you don't know what that is, according to an NYU Medical School report that was published in 2023...
we found out what that is. Buddy cam.
She's what?
Okay, so she was chilling when she was walking away from the crime scene, but now she's spazzing out and like you begin shit. Like, bitch, you're going crazy, but 2 other people are dead and 1 is fucking injured right now. Come on. The fucking construction workers. That's never good though. I never want to see a naked bitch strung out on drugs. Let me move my house. Get out the way for you.
Just stay like that.
Relax, stay on your left because you're going up.
Stay like that. Look that way.
Oops, hopefully my computer can handle it.
Ma'am, can you stay over there looking that way?
We're gonna put this on 1.5. And my computer cannot handle it. We gotta answer.
Oh yeah, ma'am.
Relax.
Ew, did she pee herself? Okay, we can slow it down.
She's good, right? Vamos a levantarla y llevarla ahí.
So, my thing is like, is she acting?
I think you were involved in the crash.
She probably won't be able to walk.
Does anything hurt you? Who had heard the thing?
We have real-time monitoring.
I'm pretty sure she's acting, but at the same time, this could be like a random drug-induced panic. I don't know, because realistically, you just crashed into people. What are you gonna do?
Awesome, amazing. I mean, though, if you know that we have the team and you can advise fire.
You know, body cam footage is cost having to follow protocol, so it's gonna be a little slow sometimes.
No, she's calm.
All right,
we'll set her up. We'll get on a sensor.
Damn, we didn't even see. Let's see what happened. That was probably a pain.
Get up.
What did they do that?
Get her up. Get her up. She's facing us.
Yeah, I guess right there. Bro, I'm telling you guys, we're running on low. Like low. I'm not
She's
looking at
on
much.
She's like, oh, I'm from the future. Okay, hold on, man.
But I'm trying to get these videos out to you.
Yeah.
I mean, she is on drugs, so I gotta cut her some slack for them putting her on the stretcher, but like dead ass, there's 2 people that are fucking dead. Like, come on, girl. What are you doing with your life?
That not only did she not have a driver's license, but apparently she had been banned from having one.
After the crash, there's video surveillance of her exiting the vehicle and walking northbound away from the crash, never rendering aid or calling 911 to assist those who were injured in the crash. Unknown bystanders grabbed the defendant and took her back to the scene of the crash and held her until the police arrived. So basically, the cars were all landed in different locations. And when the police arrived, they saw that she was under the influence. I guess police were assisting her. They asked her questions. She advised she was under the influence of 2C, a known party drug, and that she was from the future and had a crystal ball. And she was placed in a recovery position until fire rescue arrived because she was vomiting. And so victim 1 had to be extracted from the vehicle 3 and was transported to the hospital, rider trauma, and in critical condition, and was later pronounced deceased due to his injuries. Victim 2 was removed from vehicle 3 and transported.
The judge had to get out of there.
Deceased due to his injuries. Victim 2 was removed from vehicle 3 and transported to Jackson with facial and arm lacerations.
Prosecutor, I don't know.
Victim 3 was pronounced deceased on the scene.
Yeah, fuck. I'm out of there.
The fire rescue. Victim 4 was transported to JMH in stable condition. So there's 2 people that died and 2 that were injured. The vehicle was registered to her, but she doesn't have a Florida's driver's license. And a further search revealed that under her date of birth and name, she has a Florida driver's license, and it was suspended indefinitely January 16th of 2024. So that's what this case is about.
After prosecutors got the data from a vehicle search warrant, they added more charges. And that data showed just how fast Lathers was driving at the time of the crash, and that she really didn't let up on the accelerator. The speed limit on that stretch of road is our understanding to be 30 miles an hour, but the car's computer apparently showed that Lathers had been going 57 miles per hour and then sped up to nearly 80 miles per hour before impact. Lathers had been given a $140,000 bond at her bond hearing, which she posted. Her attorney says that she was preparing to leave detention when she was hit with the additional charges. So $26,000 was added to the previous bail amount, plus stricter rules for Lathers' house arrest. And she had been out on bond for a couple of weeks when she was once again back in court. And this time she was put in cuffs and hauled off to jail. And that is because prosecutors added 2 new DUI manslaughter charges for allegedly driving under the influence. And reporters in the courtroom say that Lathers seemed to look surprised that she had to sit with other inmates in court for their hearings. Prosecutors did some rearranging of the charges against Lathers.
You're not special,
and she now
bitch.
faces 10 counts. And we double-checked with the Miami-Dade County, and these are the charges that we see.
10 counts.
2 counts of DUI manslaughter for the deaths of Ismael and Rubio, which includes the aggravating factor of failure to render aid. 1 count of DUI causing bodily injury to another. 1 count of reckless driving causing serious injury. 3 counts of driving without a driver's license resulting in injury or death. 2 counts of vehicular homicide caused by failure to stop. 1 count of leaving the scene of an accident involving
It's got to
death.
be like
Juanita
70,
Hernandez
80
was also
years
in court this past week when Lathers was taken into custody, and she told local outlet NBC6 that it was a horrible feeling seeing her,
Wonder what she
and
got.
that she didn't look remorseful. She said the defendant
she don't
is
care.
a danger to society. Lathers has pleaded not guilty.
IG models are a danger to society. Just in the shit they do and the shit they promote.
Guilty to all charges. He's expected back in court again next week for a pretrial detention hearing. Now I want to bring on Florida trial attorney Alexis Rosenberg. Alexis, good to see you. Thanks.
Okay. Shout out Jesse Weber in the sidebar. But I heard someone say, I forgot where I heard it. I heard someone say that prison is used to keep the fucked up people out of society. It's not used to reform. And I was like, yeah, bro, spitting. Like, realistically, yes, there should be like those prisons where, okay, this person was just doing things he shouldn't have because he was in a position, you know, we wish we weren't in, but things happen. Okay, maybe that person needs to just reform or something. But people that kill people that are serial killers, murderers, drug lords and shit, lock them niggas up. Lock them niggas up. They could stay out of society because, you know, shit needs to be peaceful. And it can't be peaceful with these niggas in here. So, yeah, but that's the pink cocaine story.
It's called pink cocaine, the newest club drug that's also found its place in some high-profile cases.
Whoa. Oh, no, fuck. Hold up, guys. Give me a second. Shit, I'm gonna have to blur all of this out. Maybe it might not even have to.
Recipes.
But we gotta add. Oh boy, I can make a whole video on these YouTube ads. I swear.
Are now being analyzed and restored using the power
These ads are crazy, and I have ad block in this bitch, so it partially blocks some ads.
It seems to be viewed as a party drug.
But despite the name, law enforcement officials say it rarely has much cocaine in it, the pink color coming from food coloring.
More likely, it contains ketamine. Sometimes we find it with MDMA. Sometimes cocaine is mixed in with it. But as is typical with a lot of the drugs that we're seeing out on the streets today, it's a mixture.
It's one of the drugs listed in a lawsuit against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, filed in February by producer Rob.
But wow, that shit's in the Diddy lawsuit. That's crazy. Of course, them boys be. Ah, that's gross. That's gross.
Rodney Little Rod Jones. Jones accusing Combs of threatening him, sexually harassing him, and drugging him. Court documents say Jones witnessed Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram, named as a defendant in the suit, requiring other employees to keep a supply of Mr. Combs' drug of choice immediately ready when he asks for it, in reference to several substances, including 2C, another name for pink cocaine. Combs' attorney calling the entire lawsuit in a statement pure fiction, and on Monday, his legal team filing to dismiss the case in a motion obtained by NBC News.
A social media model is now at the center of attention in a deadly downtown Miami crash.
Pink cocaine, also named.
But what the fuck? This isn't about Diddy. Yo, you see how big that shit is to where it's just bleeding over into everything? I mean, this is dealing with pink cocaine, and that just happened to be in the drug suit, but crazy story, you know, crazy times we're in. I'm glad I get to see it and react with y'all.
Named a factor in this high-speed crash in Miami earlier this month that killed 2 people, according to police. The 24-year-old behind the wheel of the white Mercedes, self-proclaimed social media model Maecee Marie Lathers. Police say Lathers confessing to them she was high on the drug.
That's your bad bitch. That's your bad bitch right there. That's your bad bitch. Look at her. That's your ID model. Look at her.
Was high on the drug at the time.
She advised she was under the influence of 2C, a known party drug, and that she was from the future and had a crystal ball.
Police records show the car reached a speed of nearly 80 miles an hour at 100% acceleration when it slammed into two other vehicles.
She's an absolute danger to the community based on killing two people from her driving when she shouldn't have been in a car.
NBC News reached out to Lathers' attorney regarding.
That just shows how fast she was driving to be able to hit a car and that car ricochets into another car. Or something of the sorts. We don't have the crash footage, but like, bro.
Regarding the allegations, but did not hear back. Pink cocaine, not hard to find. Experts say it can be bought not only on the streets, but also online.
We have done investigations where it's been advertised on social media. There have been undercover purchases. We've made arrests in connection with it.
A dangerous drug cocktail, potentially just a click away.
The drug market now is more dangerous than I've ever seen it. None of the drugs are what they're being hawked as. And you absolutely cannot trust that your dealer is selling you a product that you asked for.
Yeah, and that shit's pretty scary. Like, if you're out here just doing drugs, that's something you should think about. Like, if you're out here buying drugs off the streets, especially, if you're trying drugs at parties or doing drugs with people, random people, even your friends, you just always got to keep in mind, like, this shit, there's a possibility it could be laced. Not to put paranoia into y'all, but realistically, there are shady people that are only worried about profits, and they're not, like, it's not beneath them to put a little bit of something, so you keep coming back because you're like, damn, this shit hits. What the fuck is this? This shit ain't weed. This shit is gas. And it's like, yeah, that's the fentanyl fumes you're tasting. So I hope you enjoy it. Keep coming back. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's not good for anybody. It's only good for them because they're selfish and they get their bans. But, like, realistically, the consumer gets fucked. Everybody gets fucked. But you just run off with your money. Anyways, don't. Fuck, who am I? I can't say that. I'm just some nigga on the internet. If you do drugs, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but heavy suggestion. Anytime I'm telling y'all shit in this video, in any of my videos, it's a heavy suggestion coming from me. Never telling y'all what to do. For starters, don't do drugs. If you do drugs, if you really have to do some drug, I would say if you ingest it, no, not ingest it. If you have to inject it, snort it, it's not it. Ingest it, snort it, take it as a pill. Shit. 7 times out of 10, even smoke it, it's not it. Realistically, if you only smoke weed, like, if you do drugs, only smoke weed. But even then, don't even smoke weed. Not even nicotine, bro. Just don't do drugs, guys. Just straight up. But if you do, don't do hard drugs. And if you do hard drugs, get some help, guys. I know that shit's tough, and the addiction is just the urge and cravings. That shit is fucking insane. Like, physically, mentally, emotionally, that shit is tough. But find someone you love to cry on. Deal with those withdrawals. Do something, because that moment of vulnerability will be infinitely better than your family member losing a loved one because they did some pink cocaine because they wanted to have fun. And not trying to end it off on a dark note, because it's early in the fucking morning for me. But, guys, I just want to give y'all some advice, you know. Don't want to see anybody out here doing shit they shouldn't be doing and fucking their life up when they could have just been at home chilling, watching one of my videos. I'm joking. No, I'm not. at home chilling or just doing regular cocaine instead of pink cocaine, you know. Again, don't do drugs, guys, but yeah, I'm gonna end it there, and outros are awkward, so I'll see y'all in the next one.